What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel video. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate you all coming back. We are on the road to 1K subs by the end of the month, so please hit that like button, subscribe to all the good stuff. Share out as well. Obviously, it's going to be a packed March for us on the channel, doing some basketball streams, doing some Giants-related content, and, of course, Yankee spring training and everything leading up to the regular season. So this is where you want to be. Now, with that being said, I usually do these blind mock drafts at some point. It's blind mock draft, not literally covering my eyes and doing a mock draft, but just where I don't know a lot of the prospects. I've done more work so far at this point in the offseason than I have in years past. I still have some guys to look for, in terms of not guys to look for, but I still have some guys to watch on tape. And obviously we had the combine this past weekend, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens and all of that. But if you guys have any objections to the pick or any feedback to the picks, I should say, let me know in the comments. But of course, we're going to get started. 7-round mock. We usually do these on the Boys in the Big Apple podcast. We're going to do about twice in March and then maybe twice in April, leading up to the NFL draft. So hope you guys can join us, but let's get this party started. Giants at 25, and let's go do it. We're not going to do trades here, just because I feel like the Giants won't do too many. Maybe they will, but these trades get out of hand. You know, if you're on Giants Twitter, they do get out of hand, and a lot of people, will agree with that, at least the ones on Giants Twitter. So anyway, we got a couple of names here. I think they've changed the rankings a little bit. Alex-GajovichProtich is a name to possibly go after here. Jackson Smith and Jigba out of Ohio State. Deonte Banks, Andre Carter, Dalton Kincaid, Nolan Smith. So there's a couple of nice options here. Now, to be completely fair, I haven't done my work on any of these guys that have come up right here. I know Alex-GajovichProtich is actually pretty good. Smith and Jigba, even though not much production last year, could be a force at wide receiver. So if you want my opinion, I'm going to go with one of those two guys. I'm going to go down the list just slightly to see who else they got. And I really don't feel the rest of these guys are first-round selections. So, we'll see what we get in the next round. But anyway, for me, I'm going to go ahead and go BPA here. I'm going to say Alex-GajovichProtich. Normally, I wouldn't do that. I know that's a Gettleman-ish type of thing to do, as many people might get on me in the comments about that. But there's a lot of wide receivers in the draft. And, passing on Smith and Jigba, yes, I know. But Leonard Williams may not be here long-term because of a cap situation, all that sort of stuff. So Alex-GajovichProtich and Dexter Lawrence, that might be something to watch out for in the future. So with that being said, you have two wide receivers right off the bat. I mean, you got Tank Dell, who needs to add about, I would say, 30 pounds. I think he's 155, which is like 15 more pounds than I am, and that says something. You got Diane Henley. It would be interesting. I mean, I'm going to do a video where we have a whole offseason because obviously, we got the franchise tag deadline coming up soon and all these different things, but, obviously doing some free agent work. It's always fun to do anyway. So you got some wide receivers here. Tank Dell, Josh Downs. You got Diane Henley, who I've scouted a little bit. DeJuan Jones. Giants really don't need a tackle. Luke Weipler, the center from Ohio State. Nick Herbig. Haven't done too much work on him. Sam Laporta. Jack Campbell. He's a guy I might take here. And I know obviously it's passing up Tank Dell. It's passing up Josh Downs, but I seriously think they have Jack Campbell rated a little bit too low here because I think he has potential to be a Micah linebacker, and I think he's the best linebacker to this point. Like, I wouldn't rate Diane Henley over Jack Campbell. So I'm going to go ahead and, be a little biased, take Jack Campbell. So we got a DT, right? We got a linebacker, a Mike linebacker for the future. And guess what? Tank Dell is still there. And guess what? Doesn't look like there's, too many other great options on the board. Guess what? I'm going to go ahead and say, Tank Dell, you're a New York Giant. Seems like everything's falling into play. So we've taken wideout, we've taken linebacker, we've taken DT. Now we could use some edge. Not gonna lie to you, we could use some edge. Tight end also could be something as well, because we could use it just overall another tight end, and there's a couple of guys we could take later on, at least according to the rankings. Cameron Letu, Zach Kuntz, Will Mallory's a solid tight end. I think he was actually at the Senior Bowl, and Josh Wiley too. So Laporta's got some good yards after the catch. I'm not gonna take him here though. I think I might take Urbig. Christopher Smith, safety. I mean, Tank Bigsby, he was one of the guys that the Giants were checking out at the Senior Bowl. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take, let's look at Carl Brooks. Obviously, Bowling Green is in the conference that has less competition. He had 12 sacks and 49 hurries. Let's take a look at Herbig, who is Nate Herbig's brother. He's on the Jets. 11 sacks and 17 hurries. So I'm going to go ahead and take Nick Herbig here. I'm going to take a Nick Herbig. So some solid picks. We got edge, we got linebacker, we got wide receiver, DT. Okay, so we still have Carl Brooks, but obviously doubling up on edge seems a little skippy. We need offensive line at some point. So I want to check out the offensive line room. I think we could take that guy. Yeah, we could take. See, that's the thing now. You could take Uluwatimi here. I haven't done much work on him. I've heard he's at least solid. Tank Bigsby, he's another guy to look out for. And we could also use maybe a second linebacker, but obviously, down the line, we could use that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and reach just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take Olusegun Uluwatimi because the Giants need a pure center. And I think I'm not a big fan of Ricky Stromberg, the kid from Arkansas. So there's that. So we got 162, and Michael Wilson's still on the board. I believe that's because of the injuries that he sustained over the course of his college career. And we could take corner too, Jacorian Bennett. I think I'm going to do this while we're on stream, but let's go to Draft Network real quick. I don't know if it's going to show up for you guys, but let's see if Bennett fits our man cover system. Let's see. So according to this, he does not. So let's see, lower body tightness, grabby, down the hill speed. He's got some. I mean, I don't know, but let's go back to our draft board here. See who we got. Kobe Turner is a depth interior piece. You got Cam Jones, who's a solid linebacker. I mean, all these guys were passed up on, and now we're at 162. So really, some of these guys would be okay too. Jose Ramirez. Now, I'm not going to take him here, but he actually did really solid for Eastern Michigan. He was also very good at the East-West Shrine Bowl, if any of you watched that. So, no, I'm not going to take Stetson Bennett. Trey Dean might be an option, but I don't think so yet. Chandler Zavala, you can never go wrong with another interior lineman. I don't know much about the UAB running back. Corner we have to attack at some point, and it's scaring me. It's scaring me a little bit that we're not attacking it, but do I go ahead and take Jacorian Bennett here? Do I go ahead and take him? Because, yeah. So let's see if there's an analysis on him. Of course not. And it says, now here's a guy. So, if anyone doesn't get that reference, of course, it's because Chris Collinsworth was the founder of Pro Football Focus. I'm going to grab another linebacker. I know a lot of people are going to object to that. There are some really solid corners, not starting level, but there's some solid depth corners as we go into the draft. This one's interesting. Now, probably gonna have tight end at the next pick. Trey Dean, he's an interesting cat. Aubrey Miller, who I didn't even think about. There's a lot of options here, a lot of good options. B.J. Thompson, he showed out at the Senior Bowl. I think it was the East-West Shrine Bowl. I would think it was the East-West Shrine Bowl. Obviously, we could take Kuntz later on, so I'm going to go BPA here and say Trey Dean. Get some safety help. And then with the tight end position, I just want to look up Mallory real quick, at least according to Draft Network. Because I know Shoemaker, he could still use some improvement. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Shoemaker. I'm going to take Shoemaker here. So we get another tight end, and once again, you can't address everything in one draft, but Corner, I would like to address at some point. You do have a couple of nice running backs. Tavian Thomas out of Utah, Ibrahim out of Minnesota. And so running back and corner and maybe another wideout could do it for this draft. Let's see what they got at corner. And I know we're a little late to the party in terms of this. So, yeah, I think we could wait. Rajon Wright is actually solid with run defense, so he might help our system a little bit as a depth guy. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take Mohamed Ibrahim out of Minnesota. If Carter Coughlin stays on the roster, former Minnesota guy. So we got 2 picks left. Jalen Wayne was solid at the Senior Bowl, and I know obviously that's a whole Dave Gettleman thing. But I want to take the corner. I believe Nick Jones is a man corner, another East-West Shrine Bowl guy. But you also have Rajon Wright, who is solid against the run as well. So I just want to look up Nick Jones real quick, at least according to this. And most likely they're not going to have a profile on him, safety, Ball State. So I'm just going to take Jones for the moment, and then I guess last, we already picked running back, so at this point it's just get who you get, and it's, it doesn't have to be a total reach. We could also double up on wide receiver, double up on corner. Trey Tucker, last year for Cincinnati, 53 receptions, 680 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's see. So that's as far as they go with that. And then corner, you know what? We've already picked a corner. Let's pick, is it Tucker or is it Wright that sticks in my mind? Let's go with Wright. And then we'll see what other free agent wide receivers, undrafted free agent wide receivers. So, I think we did solid in this draft. Kalijah Cansey, a BPA pick at 25. Jack Campbell, a solid pick at 57. They really gave us credit for Tank Dell and Nick Herbig and Uluwatimi as well. We had an A streak for about 4 picks until Trey Dean B+. And then at the end, they gave us some C's. But overall, A draft grade. So just to recap, Cansey, Campbell, Dell, Herbig, Uluwatimi, Jones, Dean, Shoemaker, Ibrahim, Jones, and Wright. So if you guys object to this at all or you have any thoughts, I'm definitely welcoming it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops for your drops. Appreciate it coming back. There's going to be more mock drafts, live streams, and all these sort of different things on the channel. Road to 1K still going on it. I want to do a mock offseason at some point. Hopefully we get that done within the next few days. I think I'm going to do it after this Barkley and Jones stuff clears up, as we have another week before free agency. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.